All right. Well, I hope you had a good day, and I hope like yesterday's hypnosis helps you like think differently and make you feel differently. So today, did I say hello? It's like looking at myself, so I don't even know if I've said it's spoken to you or not when I look at you. It's like looking at my reflection in the screen now. Yeah. So today is all going to be just pleasure, right? I'm not going to suggest too much, but I want you just to go in, and what will happen probably when you get into a deep state of hypnosis, things will kind of come up to the surface. And I want you to just look at those things. And if they're things that you know that are no longer necessary for you, even if it's something that's painful, and I hope it isn't painful, that's not my goal here. But if things bubble up from the past, things that you haven't looked at for years, or things that you haven't dealt with before, I want you to just take the time out. You know how to do this now, and just blink twice, delete, and just delete those things. You've got an opportunity today, because chances are, when your conscious mind is out of the way for a while, your unconscious mind will go, right, what do you want? What can we do here? And it'll pop stuff up, and we'll just see what happens. Okay. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you. Hope you can hear me, but I can see you there. All right. So that's what we're going to do, but I'm going to wait till Galen's finished her coffee. So if anyone's got any questions, no, carry on. Carry on. Don't worry about me. You just carry on regardless. No, honestly, have a cup of coffee. Has anyone got any questions or anything that you want to deal with today? Anything specific you want to deal with? No? Is there any questions about the hypnosis and stuff? No. Oh, yeah. Nolene, nice to see you. Switch your sound on.
What was the day that we did the blink twice so that I can go back and review it?
Oh, when did we do the blink twice? You know, I've done 20, this is my 23rd day, I think. And I haven't put, I've just put day, I haven't even put what it is on most of them. I'm trying to think what it was. I don't know, Noeline. I'll have a look for you though. I'll have a quick look through, and I'll try and pick it out for you. Wonderful. But really, it was just about making the decisions. Remember what I said before? When we come against something that's a block in our life, or something we think, I can't do this, or I can't do that, or it's just the way it is, the next thing to do is ask yourself the question, when did I make the decision to have that experience? How old was I? Where was I? Who was I with? And was it even my decision? And you'll immediately, I know this, I know because I'm doing this myself, your mind will immediately go to when that happened. And I want you to look at it again from where you are now, because you've evolved. We've all evolved. Even in this last 8 weeks we've been together, you're not the same person you were 8 weeks ago. You can't be. And so when you look at those old decisions from where we are now, with the understandings we have now, you'll probably realize that that decision is now not even viable. And ask the question, is that even viable? Or is it obsolete? And if it's obsolete, if it's no longer viable, just blink twice, delete it. Then you've learned over the last few weeks how to go back to neutral. So a neutral emotion. In that neutral emotional state, you can make a new decision from where you are now with the learnings you have now. And that is how we're all going to continue to evolve. Up until now, we have been making decisions based on those old decisions. And as I said the other day, Nolene, the sad thing is, and the scary thing is, that 60+% of the beliefs we have about ourselves, who we are, what we're capable of, even religious beliefs, and I'm not going to get into that, but even religious beliefs were created before we were 7 years old. Mm. And we would not have a 5 or 6 year old child making a lifelong decision about us. And yet most of the decisions we have about who we are, what we're capable of, what kind of person we are, it was created before we were 7. So when you go to that, when you ask that question, when did I make the decision to have this experience? You will immediately go there. How old was I? Where was I? Who was I with? Was it even my decision? And you'll probably find that it wasn't even your decision. It was someone else's opinion. And you'll look at it again. If you think, no, from where I am now, that's not even viable. Blink twice, delete. Then go to neutral and make a new decision. And know that you can do this. And you can do this if you think just in one day how many decisions we are making, whether have a cup of coffee just before you come on to Freddy's hypno, or whether you have a cup of tea, whether you turn left, whether you turn right, whether you listen to this radio station, that radio station, we are making decisions all day long. But every now and again, we make a lifelong or lasting decision. And generally, that decision is made in a heightened emotional state. And that's not the optimal state to be making decisions. So once we look at them again, delete them, come back to neutral, make a new decision. And you'll find that you'll continue to evolve. You'll drop so much stuff that's been placed on you throughout your life. Opinions that were put on you. You're a child, they're an adult, they're saying this about me, that must be true. No. It was only ever someone else's opinion. And now you're at an age where you can say, no, I know I've probably got your own children. You might have your own life, but you've got to say, no, I can make a new decision from this new evolved place where I am now. Nothing has been set in stone. It's fluid. It's happening all the time. We're evolving. As I said, you are not the same people you were 8 weeks ago. You're definitely not the same person you were 8 years ago. And yet we're living on old software. You would not be using a computer from 20 years ago. You would not. You'd upgrade it. And if you had a decent computer from 20 years ago, you'd have upgraded the software. And yet most of us are living with programming and decisions that we made years and years ago. So anyway, that's it, Nolene. That was answering your question. A bit of around the houses, but that's and I'll find it for you. Okay, I'll search it out and find it. Or you could start from day one and listen to them all again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a suggestion. I'm just a hypnotist. So right, so all I'm going to do today, I'm going to take you into the most incredible space. You can, or you don't have to, ask your unconscious mind to have a look at the things that you can now let go of. And maybe some of them might bubble up, they might be painful, but understanding that you survived it. There's this thing in hypnosis, and if you've done hypnotherapy courses, the fear is the abreaction. What if my client has an abreaction? For me, I am looking for the abreaction, because it's that moment when the thorn comes out of your foot. You've been walking on your tiptoes for years trying to avoid the pain. Then sooner or later you need somebody who's not frightened of looking at that injury, who's willing to calm you down enough to get you to sit quietly enough so we can pull the thorn out. And once the thorn's out, then the healing can begin. And it's the same with psychological injuries. You know, like the conscious mind believes it's protecting us. It's making you avoid looking at it. It's saying, do anything else other than look at this. But sometimes, and it's going to happen tonight, you're going to go into a profound state of hypnosis. And you might say to yourself, well, it's done. It's in the past. I don't even look at it, which is fine. But I'm saying to you, if something bubbles up, even if it's painful, even if it's emotional, take the opportunity to just let it go. Understanding that whatever it was, you survived it. Maybe have 2-3 seconds looking at it, glance at it, don't stare at it, glance at it, take the learnings from it, take any strengths from it, and then blink and delete it and let it go. And your life will change, okay? Hopefully for most of you, that won't happen. You've spent 8 weeks with me. The chances are that you've cleared out most of that stuff by now. Mm. And now you're just focused on where you want to be next. And that's great. But if there is anything still in the past, still spiking you, let's let it go tonight. So we can move into this new year. New year, new you. Now, I haven't just made that up. I've seen it every year for the last 25 years. But so just go into this new year, think about how you want to be this next year, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, because it's out there for you now. So if you're ready to do this, if you've put your coffees down, I don't want you suing me for scalding your legs or something. No, so finished, Doreen? Good. Gayleen? Finished? Good. Was it nice? Good. Excellent. All right. Okay. What I'd like to do is this then. Jessica, last sip. Come on. No spillages. Don't you make sending me your dry cleaning bills and all that stuff. Just get into this. Take it. Get yourself comfortable. I don't mind. However comfortable you want to be. As I always say, you can listen to me if you want, but I don't mean this rudely. I am not interested in your conscious mind. Your conscious mind can go anywhere it likes. Your unconscious mind will hear everything I've got to say. It will take from it what's useful for you, okay? So take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, just allow your eyes to close. Only as quickly as you're ready to make these changes completely. That's right. Let every muscle, nerve and fiber relaxing. Just for a moment, focus on your breathing. Imagine that you're breathing in calm. That's right, Erica. Get yourself into it. Luba, I know you've just shown up. Come on, get yourself comfortable. Take that wonderful breath in. Feel that life-giving oxygen flooding your body and your brain. I want you to breathe right down into your stomach on this next breath. And feel that oxygen spreading into every cell, every fiber. That's right. And with the eyes closed, you can continue to relax. Remembering those experiences of hypnosis you've had with me before. How it feels to sit and listen to my voice speaking to you. Remembering the words and the sounds. How it feels as you drift into that wonderful space. Just for a while. Nobody wants anything. No one expects anything. There is nothing for you to do but to relax. Imagine you're just drifting down through space and time. As if space and time no longer exist. Just for a moment, focus on your breathing. Imagine you're breathing in calm. You're breathing out tension. You're breathing in confidence. And you're breathing out doubt. Let that calm feeling spread into every muscle, every cell. Your arms relaxing on the chair. Biceps relaxing, forearms relaxing. Your wrists, your hands, your fingers relaxing. And as you let your arms relax, you may become aware of certain sensations. You may even become aware of your pulse or your heart beating. As you relax even more, the muscles in your back, stomach and chest. That's right. Like you've had a bliss anesthesia. Let that feeling spread down into your hips, your legs, your calves, ankles, feet and toes. Every muscle, nerve and fiber relaxing. That's right. Body so relaxed, you just can't move. Imagine that's happening automatically just for a while. Nothing else matters except for you and the sound of my voice. Deeper, deeper, deeper down. Once again, I'm going to count down from 10. And every number down, your body will go into a state of total bliss. Same time as counting down from 10, I'm going to count up from 1. Every number up, your mind becomes stronger and clearer and more focused on how you want to feel, how you want to be. That new understanding now that you have, your reason for being, your purpose. The things in your life that you love. The things in your life that bring you joy and fun and happiness. So every number down, your body goes deeper and deeper asleep. Every number up, your mind becomes stronger, clearer, more focused. 10. Every muscle, nerve and fiber relaxed. Imagine that's happening automatically. 1. The mind is clearer, stronger, more focused on your reason for being. See it clearly in your mind. 9. Going deeper, deeper, deeper down, just dropping down rapidly through space and time. 2. Every negative thought that was ever placed on you is swept from your mind. 8. Going deeper, deeper, deeper down. 10, 20, 100 times deeper. Just when you think you've reached the ultimate feeling of bliss, you're going to go 10 times deeper into it. And imagine there's nothing you can do about that. And I want you to enjoy every moment. 3. Every limiting belief that has ever held you back has gone from your mind. You cannot remember it, you cannot feel it. 7, going even deeper now into that state of wonderful bliss, the most profound state of hypnosis, even deeper than before. 4, the mind begins to separate from the body completely. 6, going deeper and deeper now. That's right, just a bottomless pit of bliss. Deeper and deeper now. Imagine there's nothing you can do about that. 5, the mind separates from the body completely for a while. The essence of who you are, that intangible part of your being, the observer, the passenger in that human form, just drifting without boundaries, without borders, without limits. Go out into the future and see yourself there, living your purpose, totally aligned with your reason to be. Feel it now. There is no separation. Feel it. Step into it. Feel into it. And feel the fun in that feeling. Feel how much fun that is to have achieved your purpose. That feels so good. Feel it growing stronger and stronger. And as you recognize the fun in it, as you recognize the pleasure in it, everything in your body and mind is inclined toward it. And know that you are worth achieving it for. You are the most beautiful creation in this universe. There is nothing else like you. There will never be anything else like you. You are a unique creation, a beautiful being. Feel it now. True understanding of your real worth, your real value. Feel it through every cell, every fiber. And as I continue to count down from 5, every number takes you 10 times deeper. Even deeper than before. 4, going even deeper. 3, rapidly down toward that incredible space. 2, 1, 0. And now you're in that space. Just you and the sound of my voice. Totally unaware of your physical being, but absolutely aware of yourself as a mind. And that mind is infinite. It has no edge. There is no limit. Feel it now. And as you go deeper and deeper, my voice, my words are going to drift with you to become a part of your experience now. Every word I say just takes you even deeper. And everything I say now becomes your reality. Every suggestion I give you, your mind and body will act upon. At a molecular, cellular, neurological level, it's now your reality. Just for a while, you'll see what I say you can see. Feel what I say you can feel. Hear what I say you can hear. Experience what I say you can experience as you go even deeper. And the unconscious mind can allow that drifting to occur, can allow that separation to occur, while the conscious mind drifts off someplace else entirely now. That's right, in your own time, in your own way. Aware of the experience that you're going to have along the way. Just for a moment. Drift even further as your mind. Your body is completely asleep in that chair. You are totally unaware of your physical being as we drift, the essence of who you are, that intangible part of your being. And imagine we're drifting higher and higher. Imagine we're drifting completely away from this planet. And as we drift further and further, you may see your body in that chair. You may see the property you're living in. As you drift even further, you may be able to see the fields or the sea. See all the land around you as you drift further and further, and see that wonderful planet getting smaller and smaller as you drift into outer space. And now you can see that beautiful, incredible blue planet spinning through space and time. You can see it spinning on its axis. And notice as you watch that planet from so far off, how your perspective changes. Things that had seemed overwhelming no longer have any power over you. Things that had seemed hard or difficult to do no longer have any power over you. Other people's opinions no longer have any power over you. A total understanding you are a whole being. You already have the resources you need, the strength you need to achieve what you want to achieve. To love without needing to be loved. To enjoy without having to feel that you need to be enjoyed. To appreciate others' love without needing. How good it feels to be liberated. To make your life the way you want to live it. To be a part of and apart from everyone else on this planet. You are a unique individual. You are a unique creation. The most incredible creation on this planet. In this universe, there is no one else and nothing else like you. And so as we drift further and further away from that planet, imagine now we're just drifting out through that incredible universe. Drifting further and further away, out through those stars now. Imagine you're drifting toward the edge of the universe, a feeling of liberation you will have never experienced before, and understanding you are infinite, you are endless, there is no edge. Feel it now as you go deeper, deeper, deeper down into that feeling. That's right, even deeper than before. And I'd like your unconscious mind now to allow you to do any deleting you need to do. Know that you're so far away from this planet and nothing can touch you. Know that whatever bubbles up, you've already survived. Know that you've already created the life that you have right now, and you can go on creating it in the way you want to create it. You are an artist. And if things bubble up, you'll just delete them in a millisecond. Things that had just been there in the background of your mind. But you can look at it from so far off, knowing you're completely secure and safe. And feel those deletions taking place now. Just like a defrag on your computer. And notice as that happens, how more space occurs within you. The space, between the atoms in your body. Feel it now. A complete immersion in that profound state of hypnosis. Feel those changes taking place. From today, every limiting belief, every negative thought, every ounce of hurt, pain, sadness that was ever placed on you is swept from your mind. As your mind's washed through with cool spring water, like a tsunami of cool spring water, just washing your mind through, liberating you, so you can achieve your purpose in life, whatever that might be, to be everything you can be. Feel the love now and understand just how incredible you are. See the faces of the people you love, people that love you, people that adore you. Feel that love now. Shrink it down to a white hot nuclear powered ball of light. Pull it into the very core of your being, into your heart center, and feel it flooding your body and your mind into every cell, every fiber, every molecule, lighting you up, lifting you up. Feel that expansion of that love and that joy. Understand that your physical form cannot contain it. And feel it spreading beyond your physical form now. And see it like a current of electricity rippling out to the edges of our known universe and beyond. And understand that's how infinite your love is. There is no edge to it. And feel that expansion in your body and your mind now. As we drift even further out, away from our planet. That feeling of liberation is immense. And understanding you are a whole being. You are a universe within a body. There is nothing you cannot achieve. You have complete control of you. Feel those deletions taking place now. Hundreds, thousands, milliseconds. Feel it. Feel that space occurring within you, within your mind. Every negative thought that was ever placed on you, gone from your mind. Every limiting belief that ever held you back, gone from your mind. Replaced by a new understanding of just how loved you are and how beautiful you are as a being, as a person. Feel it now. That's right. Feel that flooding your body, lifting you up, leaving no space for doubt. Every irrational fear gone from your mind and your body. Every ounce of anxiety or stress swept from your mind and your body. A feeling of liberation you may have never experienced before. But now you've seen it. Now you've felt it. It cannot be unseen. You know how beautiful you are. There is no doubt. And no matter what anyone else says, it cannot be unseen. The harder you try and remember what it felt like to be anxious or afraid, the more courageous, the more fearless you become. I know you're going to enjoy being happily unconcerned, unable to remember to be anxious or afraid. Because now you're going to enter every day knowing you're protected, knowing you already have within you all the resources, all the strengths, all the understanding and love you need to live the life you want, to achieve your purpose, whatever that might be. If you take a handful of flower seeds in your hand, it'd be hard to tell which seed was which. But within each of those seeds, there is the potential to become that flower. It's there already. At the moment of conception for you, your potential was already there. And you're going to start to feel it again. You're going to understand that those limitations were never yours. They were placed on you. Someone else's opinion suggested to you. And now you understand that. I want you to see what I see, what I believe about you. Feel that and see that. And from that platform of strength, nothing can touch you. Once it's seen, it cannot be unseen. So as you drift into that incredible space now, as that deletion takes place automatically now, without even thinking or trying, when you're ready, we're going to drift back down to your body. But when you drift into your body in a while, you will never experience life the same. Things that had seemed difficult to do turn out to be surprisingly easy. You'll understand and appreciate your body completely. And you will feed it the right food because it is incredible. You'll give it the right hydration. You'll understand it's okay to feel pleasure and joy and love without needing. And that feeling of liberation is going to stay with you, grow stronger day by day. So imagine now we're drifting back to that planet. You can see it way off in the distance, that beautiful blue planet. As we get closer, you may be able to see the whites of the clouds, the mountaintops, may even just see that wall in China, that Great Wall of China. You may be able to see the Barrier Reef, those wonderful things that you can see from so far out in space. Become aware of that planet turning on its axis and different parts lighting up as the sun shines on it. See the whites of the clouds and the whites of the mountaintops, the greens of the forest and the jungles, and the blue of the ocean as we get closer and closer now. And imagine we're now re-entering into that atmosphere of that planet. That's right, drifting deeper and deeper back towards your house, back towards your country, back toward that chair. You can see your body in that chair now, in that wonderful state of bliss. Just for a moment, stop and look at yourself in the chair and smile and think about what your body's done for you for all these years. The pleasure it's given you, the places it's taken you, the people it's allowed you to communicate with and meet. All the wonderful things that that body in that chair has let you do. When you drift back into that body, you're going to appreciate it more than you've ever appreciated before. You're going to love that body and love yourself because you are worth it. That's right, drifting closer and closer now, and just drop back into your body now and go even deeper into that wonderful state, becoming more aware of your physical being, but still in that space of bliss. Like coming home to an old friend or to a loved one that you haven't seen for years, and then you realize just how much you love that being, or you love that feeling. You drop down into your body and you feel that wonder and love, the pleasure you can have, the places you can go, the wonderful foods that you can taste and experience, the conversations you can have, and the joy that you can feel. And as you're in that body now and you start to become more aware of your physical being, the air around you, the sounds in the room, the sound of my voice, notice that lightness of being. So many deletions taken place in that space. And from today, whenever you want to, whenever you have the time and it's safe and appropriate to do so, you can take yourself back into this space by repeating the word relax. Just 4 or 5 times in your mind. Relax. 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 And from today, whenever you want to or need to use your unconscious mind, whenever you want to let your body enter that space of bliss, wherever it's safe and appropriate to do so, you just repeat that word relax just 4 times in your mind. And on the 4th time of hearing it, go back into this deep, wonderful, profound state of hypnosis. Give yourself a time, or if you want to come back up rapidly, you just count from 1 to 5. So go over your unconscious often as you need to. And it may be interesting to know that in that relax, that wonderful drifting space where thoughts, feelings drift by like dreams, some enter the mind, some drift through the mind, some are left behind to be used and utilized later on. Others are remembered or seem to be remembered at first, but then become more and more distant, forgotten over time. And this entire experience may seem so far away, like a wonderful dream you had, as the unconscious mind protects the conscious mind, leaves those things behind, forgotten, but remembered too. And so as you drift back slowly towards normal wakeful awareness, I'm going to count to 10. Every suggestion I've given you, your mind and body will now act upon without hesitation. It's now your reality. That's right. On 8, your eyes will open. You will feel incredible, fully reintegrated into your body. And on 10, that feeling of empowerment, that feeling of freedom is going to grow stronger day by day. 1, feeling absolutely wonderful now. 2, to achieve everything you want to achieve. Find your purpose, your reason for being. 3, a feeling of freedom from every limitation. 4, feel the force of that energy and love flooding your body and your mind now. 5, feeling incredibly alive now. 6, 7, 8, eyes opening, feeling absolutely incredible. Total joy, total freedom. 9, 10. Excellent. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the trip. And hi, Lisa. Nice. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay. What were you posting today, Sage? You had a kind of block on something, didn't you? I just saw a post. Was it about video making or something?
I still need to do my video.
What,
but,
for the college? For the academy?
No, for Lori's challenge.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right.
Do it. Do it fearlessly. Just go and do it.
Yeah, I'm going to do it right after this.
Yeah, you've done. All your fears of that are gone.
Yes.
I understand you're among friends. Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Be
Well,
good.
thank you. Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah, of course.
I was listening to somebody, you know how this whole thing is. I want to say it was Derry or somebody saying that the only thing that he requires is that his clients concentrate. And then it sounds like I don't concentrate, and I feel like I go into hypnosis, and I feel like what you're saying when you say I don't need to talk to your conscious mind, that you know, it's not even an issue.
Yeah.
So
I'm saying the opposite.
that I was going to say, maybe I'm misunderstanding what he's saying, but it feels like, and then you weren't even asking for ideomotor, and for like the first time I can ever remember, my fingers were going crazy when you were talking about deleting things. And I'm like, I think I'm deleting stuff.
Yeah, what we say when we start with the magnetic fingers, okay? How we normally start magnetic fingers is this. We say, let me show you something interesting. I'm going to show you the power of your mind. All you need to do is focus and concentrate for a moment, right? So at that point we say it. Look at the gap between your fingers. Imagine they're magnets. So we get them to focus there. But when you'll hear me so many times, if you watch any of these recordings, I always say it. I say, look, you can listen to me if you want, but I don't mean it rudely. I'm not interested in your conscious mind. Your conscious, I say you tried to do this consciously, it didn't work.
Right.
This is an unconscious process or program that's running, and your unconscious mind will hear everything I've got to say, and it will take from it what's needed for you to free yourself forever. I fully expect people to go off. I don't want them to be sitting there. Why is he saying this? Why is he saying that? I just want them to immerse themselves in the experience. You know, and sometimes you come in on, I heard what he said then, and other times I didn't. I did a thing with Jessica. Jessica got this, what's the name of your new protocol, Jess?
The Comfort Zone Cliff.
The Comfort Zone Cliff. And I believe Jess is going to put it out as some kind of product, you know, as a protocol that you can buy at some point. And I'd suggest if you're a hypnotherapist, when she does, keep an eye out for it and buy it. But the first time she's done it for me twice now. And the first time, when she said, some people were talking about going off the cliff and growing their wings and all kinds of stuff, I had no recollection of that at all. I really didn't. I was so far gone. Maybe because the second time, maybe I was kind of listening out to her, but I actually experienced it the second time, and I remember experiencing it. Whereas the first time, I was completely gone. So I don't, as I said, I believe it to be true. What happens is this: from the moment we're born to the moment we take our last breath, your unconscious mind is never off. It's always listening. If you're asleep in the night and there's smoke in the house, you will be fast asleep. Your conscious mind can be fast asleep, but your unconscious mind will wake you up. It's your unconscious mind that will hear the creak on the stairs that shouldn't be there when you are fast asleep and wake you up. It's always on, and it exists for your survival and for your pleasure. So it's always looking for that to happen. And given the right opportunity, it will help you thrive, because that's what it's geared for. It's geared to help you thrive. Sometimes because of emotions and because of environment, things get in the way of it. And we're very open to suggestion. Understand that. We're always open to suggestion, and it's happening throughout our life. And it happens as easy as someone creates emotion within us, and then they give us a suggestion. It doesn't happen so much now, or maybe it does, but it's not known as much. But when I was a kid, it was quite common and perfectly acceptable to give your kid a slap around the head. I know, because I had a few of them. But, you know, and what happens is this, the parent hits the kid, which is an emotional spike. And then they say, you're an idiot. You're never going to amount to anything. You're no good. If that happens enough times, then that person's going to be stuck with that suggestion. Do this for me, Sage, as you've got your thing on. Put your arm out in front of you like this. Who's the most important people in your life, Sage?
Let me tell you,
Yeah?
my kids and my sisters and brothers.
See them now. See those kids. See your sisters and brothers. Feel that love they feel for you. As you feel that love, as you see those faces, I want you to notice that arm's hanging all by itself. Imagine, Sage, there's nothing you can do about that. And when you realize there's nothing you can do about it, I want you to try and get it down and find you cannot. I do not want you to pretend, Sage. Don't do me any favors. Push even harder. Find it goes even higher. Put some effort in, Sage. Come on, you're a strong woman. Push even harder. Find it goes even higher. But are you hypnotized? Are you in a trance? Why can't you get your arm down? Now, something strange is going to happen. That stuckness is going to go through to the seat of your pants. And I want you to try and stand up and find you can't stand up now either. Try and stand up, Sage. Don't pretend. Really try and get out of that chair and find you cannot. But are you hypnotized, Sage? Are you relaxed? Are you in a trance? Are you asleep? No. Why can't you get your arm down? I'm going to click my finger. Your arm will drift down. Of course, you better stand up. Yeah. So what I'm saying to all of you is this is happening every single day of your life. If you're not aware of it, you'll just think, I feel really shit today, without being aware that someone has spiked an emotion and suggested that you're going to feel shit. So you need to be aware of this all the time. And we also need to be aware that when this happens, it's happening every day. We all need to have 4 or 5 self-suggestions, things that you want to achieve that lead to your purpose in life, the things that you really want. And then if someone frustrates us or makes us angry or makes us sad or makes us smile or makes us laugh, we need to be ready with a self-suggestion, because it's going to go straight past any resistance. You saw that with Sage just then. You know, that's crazy. You know, if you've done hypnotherapy training where you've spent weeks and months and years learning how to hypnotize someone, now you've seen how it's done. It's no more complex than me asking you to think about the people you love and then suggesting something else is going to happen. It's no more complex than that. And if you're working with clients, even if you're working in sales or whatever it is, when we understand the power of emotion, you can increase whatever you're going to do. Let's take a sales situation. Let's say you're selling someone something, and as you go in, you see in the managing director's parking lot, there's a brand new car. If you ask that, say, oh, it's just in your car, it's brilliant. What made you buy it? For them to tell you why they bought it, they've got to access that buying state. And you can, in that emotional state, you can suggest that your product's going to fit with their company perfectly. And I won't have any resistance against it. That's how easy it is to influence. But once we understand this, then we can look, as we've been saying today again, look at the decisions we made in our life, ask what the situation, who was I with, where was I, how old was it my decision? And you'll find that it's probably a big emotional spike attached to that decision. And then someone suggesting it or self-suggested. Either way, the moment it happens, you no longer have any control over it. But we do have control, now that we understand this, to go and delete it. We can change our lives in this simple way. Do the TPM, Total Perception Management, go over that video again if you have to, till you have absolute access to neutral. Neutral is the space that we can grow from. That's not high, that's not low emotion, that's not no emotion. That is just a neutral space. We have that now. If you haven't learned it already, get to do it over and over so you can bring yourself back to neutral in any situation. And then you now have the question, when did I decide to have that experience? How old was I? Where was I? Who was I with? Was it my decision? You'll immediately go to that time, look at it again. You'll probably be very young, because 60+% of those decisions were made before we were 7. You look at it again from where you are now and go, is that even viable now that I've evolved? Or is it obsolete? If it's obsolete, delete. That's how easy this is. Then go back to neutral and make a new decision from neutral, and your life will change. You can change your physical body. There are no more limits. There's only one question when it comes to our physical body. How badly do I want to look or feel that good? How much fun will that be to have the body I want? I don't have the limitations that maybe a lot of other people have. I have no doubt what I can get my body to. I haven't got a doubt in my mind. I know if I do this, this, and this, then my body's going to do that, that, and that. Can't help it. The question is only one question with weight or weight loss or creating your body. How badly do I want to look or feel that good? Let go of any limitations that are placed on you. And one of those is age. It is. Well, you know, and we make that excuse ourselves because it's easier to sit in a chair than do a bit of exercise. It's easier to have 2 mince pies instead of saying, no, I'll have a bit of fruit. It is. Well, but ask your questions to yourself. When you're giving that voice goes in your head, well, yeah, but I would if. Just go, is that an excuse? Is it an excuse or is it true? Chances are it won't be true. It'll be an excuse. And go, okay, then there's only one question. How bad do you want to look that good? How bad do you want to feel that good? As I've said to you all, I don't even have grandchildren. I have grand adults. My youngest grandchild is 18. God knows how that's happened, because I'm only 26 myself. How could that possibly be? But you know, it's the truth. But I'm not limiting myself. I could quite easily. I'm not being kind of crass here. I don't have to do anything because I'm a OAP, or what you call in America, a senior citizen. I get paid by the state for all the bloody tax I've paid forever. I don't have to do anything. I could sit in a chair, I could grow a long white beard, wear a scabby old jumper, smoke a pipe, and a scabby pair of slippers. No one's going to say anything because I'm a senior citizen. I'm an old folk. But, you know, as I keep saying to you, I'm vain. And not only that, I want to see what I can get out of this life. I'm going to squeeze every bit of juice out of it. There might be many lives, and let's hope there are. Might be other dimensions. But all I'm absolutely sure of is this one. So I'm not going to waste a single moment of it. I am not. And people will look at me and go, well, maybe he's living a little bit weird. You know, maybe society might look at me a little bit differently to how people should, what's acceptable. I don't give a shit because they're not my life. They haven't got my life. They haven't got my body. And all the time, and you might have heard me say this before, all the time we say, I would, if only my partner didn't eat pizzas, I'd be a lot slimmer. If only my boyfriend didn't buy me chocolates, I'd lose the weight. If only all the women in my family were not big boned, I'd be slimmer. No. If that if only is outside of your own skull, then all you are is a victim of circumstance. The moment you go, and excuse my language here, but get passionate about it. The moment you go, fuck it, I am taking responsibility for me, for my body, my happiness, my life, my finances, then you can change it. Stop blaming, stop making excuses, stop judging other people and live your life the way you want to live it. Take back control. It's such a great feeling. Not having to need, to be able to be loved and appreciate being loved without needing to be loved. To enjoy someone without needing that person for your happiness. It's a place, I tell you, I'm in it and I'm living it. And I'll tell you, if you can find this space, it's a space to be in. You probably see it in me. I hope you do, because I get passionate about it, because because you've stepped on my path. You know, 8 weeks ago, it wouldn't have mattered what happened to you, Sage. Wouldn't happen. What mattered to me? What happened to you? Because I wouldn't have known you. But now you're on my path, and I want you to be happy. I want you to make that video today because I want to see the joy in your face when you've done it. Luba made a video today, right out of her comfort zone. But I love Luba. There is nothing she could do that I wouldn't be proud of. I'll tell you that for a start. So whatever you thought about your video, and I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to watch it. But I don't care. No, because I know you and you're on my path. And the same for all of you. Whether you care about it or not, whether I'll make a difference to you or not, what happens to you now matters to me. It cannot not affect me. So that's why I'm getting passionate about this. I want you to understand this and just look out. Don't stop judging, stop blaming, stop making excuses. Go, right, if I want this and you all know how to do it now, then I want it. And it doesn't matter what anyone else says. It's only ever someone else's opinion. All that matters is what's going to serve my purpose, what's going to get me to my reason of being. Go back, if you haven't done it, go back to Jessica's presentation the other night. Go through it. Find your, do you find your Ikigai, or is Ikigai the reason for being? I think it is, isn't it? Ikigai means reason for being.
Yeah, it translates roughly to reason for being, and I guess you find it. Being a Japanese concept, I'm not 100%, but it is I created the create your Ikigai in the physically getting it out your brain onto paper, that, and then especially if you're visual, then you actually turn it into something that you look at daily and that motivates you.
Yeah.
But it comes from within. You have to find it and bring it out.
Yeah. I would say it's a way of funneling down to, or funneling out, or whatever you want to do, funneling down to what your purpose is, what your reason for being. If you haven't done it already, it's really worth watching that presentation and then doing it and start to go, okay, I have a right to be happy. I have a right to be loved. I have a right to feel love. I have a right to pleasure. That's my birthright. And say, okay, I don't care what anyone else thinks. Does it fit with me? Does it serve me? That's the only questions you have to ask yourself. And let's get ourselves as well as we can be. There are things to do yet, great people to meet yet, incredible food to eat, conversations to have, brilliant places to be. We need this physical form to take us there. So let's look after it, be as kind as we can to it, and see what happens. I don't know, I've got my kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? What do you have in the church? What's those things where you stand up and speak? Anyway, I'm in that pulpit. So I've been on the pulpit today. I've been preaching to you. Anyway, I've got a bit passionate, but I hope you enjoyed the evening. You will find things just bubbling up. As they bubble up, just delete them. Look at them, delete them. Do it, and it'll be happening all day long. And every day you'll be moving closer to that feeling of in that space where you can be what you want to be, right? Anyway, I love you all. Tab's still out. I wonder if you can hear me. Let's all, I'll turn the sounds on. We all shout at Tab in one go. Tab, can you hear me? Tab?
Yeah.
Tab?
Wakey, wakey, Tab.
Tab? Hello? I think he's somewhere else. I don't think he came back down to the planet.
Hello. Maybe
There's nothing touching him. There's nothing touching him tonight. He's in space. Well, I'll check in.
Is
Is his chest moving?
Ah!
Tab.
Hello.
Right. Anyway, I'm sure he'll be all right. I'll check in on him in a minute, and I'll contact to make sure he's all right. But he's in a place of bliss. I'm sure he's feeling great.
He looks really happy.
He does. Yeah. All right. Okay. Right. I'll say goodbye to all of you, and just enjoy your evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. and I'll see you again soon. Okay. Any suggestions? I'm only going to be doing this till the end of this week. So like 3 more days. Anyone's got any suggestions that something I've missed out on that you want to do, just write it down, let me know, and I'll do my utmost to make it happen for you. Okay. Keep an eye out for Jess's protocol she's brought out. And if you get a chance, have a listen to some. If you're in the academy, I think Jess is going to run it for everyone there or something. So let's just see. But as I said, look out in the new year for our Recipe for Life book. It's going to be more. It's not just going to be ingredients and methods. It's going to be reasons for eating and stories attached to it. Okay. Okay. See you all soon. Did you get my book, Erica? Good. Okay, excellent. All right. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.
Thank you, Freddy.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.